It is useless for me to run this whole film, Captain Good. I need more recent photograph of Professor Raymond and a soundtrack of his voice.
As you know, Hakahima, the new film is on its way to Shadow Island from Germany, by way of Japan.
You will not have to wait much longer, Hakahima.
So, Nobura, the plane is bringing it.
Yes, the can of film is to be dropped in a field where Takahari and Bach will pick it up. Takahari and Bach didn't know Phil was riding with him,
But the risk he is taking will be justified if we arrive in time to help get the film from Nobura's man.
Thanks for unwrapping it for me.
all right.
Let's get him out here.
I was pretty lucky at that. I tripped, fell on my face, and knocked myself out, so Bach and Takahari left me for dead.
Yes, but had we gotten here earlier, we'd probably have the film as well as you.
If I had to choose between you and the film, I think I'd choose you.
Thank you, Lynn. You know something? The identity of the miracle in that newsreel is the key to 722.
Whatever the plan is, there's no doubt that it threatens the success of the United Nations.
The mysterious official sent from Tokyo has some connection with it.
So the men have disappeared after Nobura interviewed them.
But where does she hide them? And show them motion pictures?
I don't know. I wish... The intern German liner.
The Lorelei. Let me off at the pier. I've been on it before.
I'll take Lynn to the House of Shadows and come back.
No, I've got another job for you, Alphonse. I think I know of a way to make Lucky Camber help us against Nobura.
I'm sure you'll understand when I say that I need many filing cases to hold the records of my unsuccessful efforts. Only partly ones to hold the records of my accomplishments. And in conclusion, I wish to assure my worthy colleagues that I'm exhausting every means possible to develop new explosives. But until each formula has been tested and proved practical, I shall withhold it from public use.
It is important that you remember this man's speech characteristic. Soft-spoken, easily understood, pulling his ear.
I got you. I thought of my shit.
Take them back to the cabin, Yogo. I will not need them again until later. Yeah.
Your training is progressing very rapidly, Hakahima. Have you decided which of your students is best fitted to impersonate Professor Albert Raymond?
Not yet, Nabura. The man chosen must be able to imitate Raymond's slightest idiosyncrasy.
You are too careful, Hakahima. All this double has to do is to impersonate Raymond long enough to copy Formula 722, which you will find in his office files, and then disappear.
How can the double get to the office without his being discovered if he does not act exactly as Dr. Raymond does?
Captain Good forgets. Raymond does not realize that one of his unsuccessful experiments in explosives is a perfect substitute for aviation gasoline.
That is why the entire plan to get 722 depends upon no one ever suspecting the true value of the formula, least of all X9. Welcome, X9. You underestimate the vigilance of the men selected to guard the Lorelei.
So I see.
When the guard reported that you were on board, I was disappointed. I had just been assured that you were dead.
That's what makes our work so interesting, Nabura. You can never be sure of anything.
Yes, that is often true. Not this time, however, if you please.
Definitely. You're curious to know how much you have found out about 722.
I can imagine.
Lorelei? This is Captain Groot? Ah, Takahari. For you, Nabura.
What is it, Takahari?
Miss Moore is here and thinks it is important to speak to you.
Very well.
Nabura,
Report, please.
Alfong is with Lucky Camber at the House of Shadows, and I think it has something to do with you and the Lorelei.
Ah, so. Thank you. I will attend to the matter at once. I am sorry, but I must forego the pleasure of helping you question X9 for a little while. Is Arfong still with Camber?
Yes, Nabura, he is. But he came out for a while and talked with Marker. Thank you.
Oh, a Japanese tiger lily apparently anticipates what Ah Fong is up to.
That's all right with me.
If Lucky was smart, he'd get what X9 and Nabura are after, then threaten each of them that he'd give it to the other.
Maybe you're right at that, Solo.
That's not unusual, Marker.
And that's how it is, Naburo. The Lorelei is interned here under international neutrality laws. And Captain Groose has to obey those laws the same as I do.
Ah, so. Arfong accuses Captain Groot of violating his neutrality.
Captain Groot is using the Lorelei for the headquarters of your espionage activities.
Have you agreed to help Arfong?
I help nobody but me. Bring me proof. If he does, I'll keep the Lorelei so empty, drop a pin in her and she'll rattle.
You resemble the Chinese, Mr. Camber. Their stubbornness is a knife with which they stab themselves.
I beg your pardon, Nabura. Old Japanese custom. You call it harakiri.
Don't expect any protection from me, Arfong. You were one swell Fantan dealer, but I don't hire spies.
Of course, Mr. Camber. That would not be neutral either.
You are making a fortune through your ownership of Shadow Island?
Thanks to taxes, gambling, and fugitives from other countries who are willing to pay to stay here. Not bad.
If your island were occupied, there would be no profit.
I know. My neutrality depends on Shadow Island's usefulness to Japan. That's why I left that old Nazi tub alone.
A practical man is always practical. This complaint of Arfong against Captain Groot is a move by X9 to compel you to act, aiding him, of course. But at present, X9 is my prisoner on the Lorelei.
Is Arfong in Mr. Corrigan's room, Mama Pierre?
Mais oui, mon petit. Arfong is there. And the so nice Monsieur Corrigan. You expect him, yes?
We expect him. No. Lucky we decided I should listen at Camber's Arfong.
Having you telephone Nabura so we could hear what she and Camber said is the smartest move Phil has made yet. When he shows Camber that newsreel...
Phil doesn't have the newsreel. Nabura has him. I heard her tell Lucky.
Go back to the House of Shadows, Lynn. You're invaluable to the United Nations as the quisling you pretend to be. Nobody can take your place broadcasting propaganda for the Japanese.
I know. Duty.
I'll get some men I can trust and go after Phil.
Good luck.
Captain Groot waited for Nabura to return. When he comes, he will show her how a man can be chilled just cold enough to suffer agony, yet never cold enough to die. Even the great X9 will be more than eager to tell us everything.
Oh, now, Bach, not everything. Even Japs and Nazis aren't that curious, are they?
Everything. Inside, swine.
I telephoned for you to come here, too. Boss is taking X9 now to the refrigerating rooms.
What do you want me to do?
Take charge of the guards on the ship. Arfang probably knows that X9 is on board.
Nabora is right, Takahari. I've come for X9 and proof for Camber. You have a small revolver. Let me have it, please. Hold them here until I get back with X9.
Nabuda will attend to Arfang and X9. I'll stand guard here. Take care of the bodies.
Bodies? There's only one.
2.
This should keep X9 uncomfortable until Nabora and Captain Groot arrive.
Shut off that machine and release X9. Nabora kindly told me where to find you, but as I did not know the ship, it took me a little longer to get here than I wished.
Unfortunately for you, Arfang. I am better acquainted with the Lorelei. Put him in with X9.